Welcome everybody to the 6th episode of the Clubhouse with Austin and David. No guest this week because we've kind of been grinding Mickeys, so we don't need anybody. We have enough Mickey content between the two of us.
Oh yeah.
So, what have you been up to?
Oh yeah, I've been grinding Mickeys for sure.
It's been a kind of a busy schedule with DLC locally and online. It seems like there's been like a GLC tournament locally at least like every week, if not doubling up.
Yeah. Yeah, for a while it was just like good games in the Evanston shop. And now Dice Dojo's firing, webcam's firing, local webcam is firing.
Yeah.
It's popping off. People like the
Dice
Mickey.
Dice Dojo's really popping off as like a new. We needed another store in the city.
Yeah.
Because we had too much stuff. I'm a public transit warrior, so if that's not on like a bus or train line, that store does not exist to me.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not gonna bum a ride to go to like a Friday night league challenge out in, I don't know, Des Plaines.
Yeah.
With like 5 other people just to play Crustle. Like, I can't do that.
Right.
I'm not on any grind, and it's like no prizes that I could be getting there is worth not being able to sit at home and eat Doritos and drink Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, pick your nose.
Yeah.
I feel like too you need to give your brain some time to rest, because like if you're just constantly in there and you're never like reflecting, you got to take some time to just process the games you played and that kind of thing. I mean, also you got to like work and stuff, sleep and stuff, eat and stuff.
Yeah. I'm not playing a deck that requires me to think or reflect. I used to be playing the Frostless Monkey Dory, and then I went 1-2-2, and I unsleeved the deck because I can't come back from that. So that might go into like maybe the first thing on our schedule, which is some of the locals grinding I've been doing. So I guess backstory for some of our viewers. I don't know why I'm giving backstory. Like, not everybody who watches this podcast isn't in the
where you work.
Yeah. Everybody who's watching this is like, this is just a hyper-local podcast for the Chicagoland
Drop a comment,
community.
Drop a comment, Austin's address.
No, people actually do know my address.
Don't actually.
I was going to say drop a comment if you're not in the Chicago area.
True, actually.
Because I would be... that might change how we talk about this, because we're assuming that everybody knows what we mean whenever we say Dice Dojo and
good games. Yeah.
Good games. So I gave up on Frostlass because I was like, God, I'm not playing the game enough to think while I'm playing. So I was like, what is the most brain dead deck I can play? And I was scrolling through the tournament results, and I saw a Crustle list got 17th at Santiago, and I was like, okay, what are they doing there?
Yeah.
And whenever I saw it was just the only Pokemon is 4 Dwebble, 4 Crustle, I was like, oh, this is luck. And then, like, the more you look into this list, it's like actually kind of insane. Because I guess with like some Crustle lists, like they would play Crispin because you also had like Monkey Dories, so you were running different energy types. But whenever you only have Crustle, there's no reason to play any energy type except for Grass. So Crispin doesn't make any sense. So you manually just attach 4 energy or 3 energy onto each of your Crustle. There's no TM Energize. The whole deck is like just optimized around you win the coin flip, you choose to go second, and I think I counted and there were like almost 20 outs to energy turn 1 if you had a supporter.
Yeah, there's like energy in there.
Yeah. And then you have like Earthen Vessel. In theory, you like your 3 Arven can like get you there. You have 3 Colress. God, what else is in there? You have a lot of outs to energy. Even like going first, like you have a good amount of like outs, essentially. And I was like, oh, this deck is so easy. I queued it up on live, and I was like, wow, I can do this while cooking my dinner, and I'm still winning games.
Pop ice cream, attach for turn.
Yeah. And the other thing that's like actually, the crazy thing about this is that like, it's just a troll deck at the end of the day. Like, you just tilt your opponent.
Right.
Because, like, you're doing nothing for, like, the first 3 turns. And if you're hitting Ascension one of those, like, your opponent can't do anything. Because everybody's playing these, like, beat stick decks at locals.
Yeah.
Which was, like, part of the strategy, where I was like, oh, everybody is playing this, like, Mega Absol Kangaskhan deck. Or like some other mega variants. There's a lot of Raging Bolt players, and I was like, oh, I can definitely hit them. The other thing is like Dragapult has a line to like beat Crustle every time, and I just didn't think my opponents do that line.
Yeah.
Which ended up being true, because I don't think I lost to a Dragapult in any of my games.
What is the line? Is it like Neo Upper your Dusknoir?
Yeah, so you put Neo Upper on it, and you can attack onto the Crustle.
Oh, jam.
And
yeah.
If they have it, the other thing you're supposed to do is, yes, you can do like a kind of an Exodia play, where you like attack and then you just nuke the other one on the bench.
Yeah.
If you don't have like mist, like if I'm not able to put the mist down early enough, and you can put like some damage on like the Crustles in the back or the Dwibbles, it can be like really annoying. And the Dusknoir like can't be one hit KO'd by the Crustle.
Right.
So I took this to 2 tournaments. The first one was it's like a newer store, Logan Arch. I kind of vibe with it.
Yeah.
It's also like,
they're like really new to Pokemon.
my thing about Logan Arch,
like organized all together.
yeah, it's like a collectibles store, so they have like a bunch of Funko Pops. They have like a Doctor Who section and like some comics and all that.
Yeah.
The owners are like pretty chill.
Yeah.
And like, I also just like that there's food nearby. Actually, they're putting a Trader Joe's right across the street from it, so that's gonna be money moves. Because I'll do like a little tournament report right now.
Yeah.
And why that is important, because it comes into the story. So round 1, I roll up and I play against a Greninja EX deck, and with the Ghosts, they are playing Grand Tree as their ace spec. So I was like, oh yeah, they can't knock me down with this Dusknoir. and they're probably not playing Jamming Tower, so I was like, okay, I'm kind of cooking.
Yeah.
So I keep on knocking them out, and eventually they just scoop because I like nest on everything. So I end like early enough where I'm like, oh, I'm chilling. Like I can go and grab a snack. And the closest place to like grab a snack or a soda pop, because they also started their challenge at 3 p.m. on a Saturday, which is like a little too late.
Right.
So I went to go grab my snack to Walgreens, and I was like, oh wait, it's Valentine's Day. And the line was all the way wrapped around the corner with like guys with flowers, and I was like, oh man. So I was like, I don't think I can get back in time for rounds. So I walked to this Walgreens, and then I walked back.
Yeah.
And then round 2, I play against a Genghis Khan kind of stall deck. No, it wasn't stall. It was like, it was grass Genghis Khan, because they had this little basic Wo-Chien, this non-Roblox. I just kept on bullying it. And also like bullying their like Monkey Dories.
What does the Wo-Chien do in the tank?
It does like, God, it mills your own cards like 3.
Right. Dang, they're playing Wo-Chien in standard?
Yeah, it was like interesting. I don't know if it is like
Kyle did
we're playing it. I don't know if it's like a thing people are playing or if it's a thing this guy was playing. I actually did see like a grass deck on stream, but I like barely watch regional streams, but I think I saw one on there. Anyway, I won that, so I'm 2-0. That game like took a little longer because like they also don't want to die. So like these games take a while because I can only do like 120, 130 with Practice Studio. So it takes a while to like close out these games. And it gets to a point where like my opponent is like, retreat into my other 2-prizer.
Yeah.
And like I just like push my Crustle forward and say superb scissors, and that's my entire turn.
Yeah.
There's only like so much you can do. It's either like, should I heal my Crustle or should I attack, or both? So that was my second game. And then the third one, it was against a dark mega, like a mega box kind of thing.
Yeah.
I also beat that.
Absol box.
Yeah. So like the store is like kind of hard capped at like a certain number. I think they're like hard capped at like 5 rounds. I think it's like where they're at. But this was a challenge. So it was like only 4 rounds. And this is where it gets contentious locally. Because it was me and then our previous guest, Sandy Beach, were the only undefeated. And we were like, I'm on Crustle. They were on Raging Bolt.
Yeah.
And we were kind of talking through it, talking a little shop, I guess.
Now wait, for the uninformed, does Raging Bolt beat Crustle?
That's what we were discussing. Because I think the thing about it is I was running so hot the entire day.
Right.
I got to go second all 3 games. And I hit that turn 1 Ascension all 3 times. And my theory is that if I don't go first, the chances of me getting a second Crustle is like not that high. Because I have 4 Rebel. And I have to mulligan like multiple times. I think I was mulliganing around 3 times every game.
Yeah.
And then the second was I have like Poffins and then I have 2 Artisan. So you don't really have that many outs. And if one gets prized, your outs like go down a whole lot more. So my theory of the matchup is that if I win the coin flip, I pretty much win. if I lose the coin flip, I pretty much lose. Because Raging Bolt has so many ways to donk a lone Dwebble.
Right. And there's only 4 of them.
Yeah. So the chances of me, it's like if I go first and I can get 2 Dwebble, I win.
Right.
If I go second and I turn 1 Ascension, which is like pretty much guaranteed, I win.
Yeah.
If they go second, and also they're probably going to get 3 more cards off of mulligans. So for Fan Rotom, all you need is, for Fan Rotom Donk, you just need a Stadium and an Energy. And Fan Rotom, of course, which you have a lot of outs for.
Yeah.
Even a lot of ways to get that into the active, especially off of like a hand +7, plus you get to use your supporter for turn. Anyway. So this is where it gets contentious because Sandy offered me the ID where one of us was going to get first, one of us was going to get second, and I took it. Because I also knew my resistance was going to be higher. So this is why I don't know if you sounded off on this. So I dropped it in the chat whether the ID was right.
All right.
Because I feel convicted, and I did end up winning first place.
Yeah.
Because
you took the ID. Whose idea was it?
I think Sandy proposed the ID, and I was like, you know what? I probably win.
Yeah.
And I think Sandy knew that.
Right, but it's like just like on that, a lot on that coin flip, like getting.
That's kind of like where I was at, and it's also Crustle. Like I came because I was like, this store is like I kind of wanted something to do today, and I'm just gonna roll in with Crustle and see how it goes. And it's also like the store is also like right on public transit, so if I went O2, I could drop and go home like not that long.
Yeah. No, that's a big factor when you can just like snap home.
Yeah. It's like, so I took the idea and I ended up winning. I went 301. And like, the thing about it is that if you're the only people who ID and it is a 4-round challenge, so much can happen.
Right.
So me and Sandy were kind of like looking out on the field, and it was like my opponents were like my little Pikmin.
Right. You were scouting.
I needed to see if they were gonna. Yeah.
Suddenly, it's like let's go.
And it's like 2 of Sandy's opponents like paired, so it was like neutral. And then I think 2 out of my 3 guys won. So I was pogging it. I was like, okay, I got this.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, so I won that. And then the next day, I roll up to Good Games, and I was like, I'm running back the same 60. So I win like round 1 against Mega Lucario, which that deck is like actually kind of scary to play against. Not because like you can like the Mega Lucario, it's those Hariyamas that do like a shit ton of damage. And even though they knock themselves out, like they can put so much pressure with those premium pro whatevers.
Yeah.
And the Riolus do like 30 damage. Like they do. There is a lot of ways to like just do a lot of damage.
Right.
And it's hard to like power up Crustles. You have to spend 3 turns to power up 1 Crustle.
Yeah.
And you can't power up 2 at once with this. So they can kind of like out-tempo you in a way.
This is like Lucario, Mega Lucario, right? Can they Aura and still get energy?
Yeah. So they were.
So they'd be faster than you.
So they would Aura Jab. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Well, they can put a lot of pressure on, but I ended up winning. It was chill. And then round 2, I hit Larry, local legend, local grinder Larry.
Yep.
On Dragapult, and I was like, oh, Larry knows the line. So I was like, okay, this is how I die.
Right.
And like at this point, like I'm starting to get a headache. This was like I was like
I was at this cup. This was the cup.
like
right?
Yeah. This was a cup.
I was at this cup.
I was like kind of not feeling great at this moment. So I'm like going there and I'm like oh, Larry's gonna take this and maybe I'll drop. And then Larry like kind of sells the game and I end up winning. Because they burn Jamming Tower and then I knock it out and they don't have another to like do their Exodia play. So I was like,
right.
I guess I won. And I have missed on everything, so it's like he can't do anything.
Damn.
So I win that 2-0. I get to round 3. And I walked around the block. I actually gave my slip to Larry and I was like, take this up. I gotta like get outside. So I walk around like the big Chicago block.
Right.
Which like I forget how long the block south
Yeah.
on GG goes until I have to like take a walk and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait. And then it's because there's like a giant mansion near Halstead. If you anyways, there's a huge mansion and it takes up the entire block.
Damn.
Chicago lore, I guess.
Yeah.
So then I sit down for round 3 and it's another Dragapult. And like I'm kind of like saucing it out. Like I'm hitting the nuts like as the deck does because you're running 4/4 and like all of your deck is energy and like ways to get energy and tools. So it's super consistent. And as it's going on, my headache gets worse and worse. And towards the end, I'm going like non-verbal.
Whoa.
Because I can't concentrate. And that shows how easy Crustle is to play. Because like I can barely, like all I'm thinking about is like how much of a migraine I have.
Right.
And I was like, I told my opponent, I was like, I'm sorry for going non-verbal, but like I can't do this.
Yeah.
But I still win. And this is maybe my other moment where like I felt bad as soon as I did it. I circle win and then I hand it to Gio because he's right there and I say drop me. So I was like, if you're coming to deck check me, don't. I'm dropping.
I'm out of here.
So I go up there and I was like, okay, let me double check and make sure I'm actually getting dropped. So I go to the back and I'm like, please drop me.
Oh my god, yeah.
This is also, we were doing quarter zip today. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna like, also somebody did offer me a ride home. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get some food and see if that like helps anything, or if not, I'm gonna call an Uber.
Yeah.
So I went to like this cafe near the store and I ate like a little croissant and a coffee. And then I was like, wow, I feel a lot better now. So I walked back to the store to see like what's happening. And I just kind of hung around in the area.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, it's true. I saw you back in there and I was like, what happened to your headache? And you were like...
Yeah, I just needed food.
Yeah.
Well, the crazy thing about it is that I already had eaten breakfast that day. So it wasn't like I'm not eating anything.
Right.
It was just the devil. It was the crustal taking over me. It was my body rejecting the crab.
You were like Paris getting infected by the mushroom.
For real.
I feel like that's I bet there was like some quad Parasect deck. I don't know if there was any toxic Parasect cards, but I imagine at one point.
There's like a long history of quad decks.
Yeah, I was gonna ask earlier, actually, like, You play. I feel like you like a quad deck, and I feel.
Yeah. I like a quad. So I used to be like a big Quad Thorns fan. And whenever I play 04 online tournaments, I play Quad Muck, which is just Iron Thorns
Nice.
ability lock.
There's like quad
And it poisons
too, right? Or is that's later?
Yeah. Well, you can. It's the same idea. It's safeguard.
Yeah.
But you also play like Houndooms, which do, God, I cannot remember what the Houndoom does. It's like if your bench are different, you can't use items.
Yeah, it's like if you
I'm drawing a blank.
Fewer on your bench.
Yeah.
You like, I think item lock.
The ability is live. This kind of goes into like the next other Mickey shenanigan that I've been doing. So for Seattle Pokemon Regionals, I signed up just to play Go. And like the real reason I'm still locked in is that there's an RSPK Ruby Sapphire 2 Power Keepers tournament on Sunday. And I spent like an hour and a half watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory proxying decks. And one of the decks that I'm really leaning towards is Quad Scizor EX. It's like this super aggro kind of like degenerate deck.
Yeah.
Where like the Scyther has an attack that's just like if you put an energy on it, it puts 2 more Scythers on your bench.
Woo.
And then the Scizor has an ability where it's like if it's 60 HP or less, it does like more damage.
Yeah.
The first attack is like it's like metal, colorless, 40, and then 20 damage reduction next turn, which like 40 is a lot.
Yeah.
And then it's like the second is like for 3 energy, colorless, do like base damage plus a modifier. It's an evolution, and there's like a lot of evolutions.
Yeah.
And this deck is like so consistent and like so aggressive. I was playing it on ladder last night, not ladder, on TCG1, and I was kind of like going crazy.
Yeah.
So I am thinking about it. Yeah. I also sleeved up Rayquaza Stantler. That's the one I might go with. That's the one I practice the most with. That and Camler. And then also Raichu Executor Delta. I think like Kenneth wanted to play it, so I just sleeved it just in case.
Yeah.
So I can support 2 people who want to go play. I'll do like a meta report on the RSPK tournament maybe. Or I'll do my tournament report on it.
Yeah. No, that's going to be
I'll take pictures.
Episode. Predictions?
Yeah, I'll do predictions on what I think will win.
No, percentage you get kicked out of the venue.
Oh, my proxies are really bad.
Yeah.
So
they don't like that. That's bad. They can't take pictures of you like that.
It is proxy allowed, and it is color proxy.
Okay.
But like people don't like how I proxy decks. And one of the things that people don't like is I proxy the energies also. And my theory behind proxying the energies is that if you don't, you have cards that are slightly different consistency than everything else. Yes.
Right.
Exactly. Like if you proxy the energies, all of them have like a little piece of paper in them.
Yeah.
But if you don't, the energies have like a theoretical different consistency to them.
Yeah, they'd be thinner.
Yeah.
No, for real. That's not allowed. You'd be able to see them in your prizes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. No, that's cool though. I'm in possession of the Sandy Beach Memorial Proxy Retro Deck lending library. But I haven't checked it in a while. I don't exactly know what's in there very well. Because I know there's
crazy.
like 06-ish stuff, but some of it might be RSPK, some of it might be regular 06, I think. Or like 06
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess.
Maybe depending on how I feel, I'll do like a street interview. If there's a smoke circle outside,
Yeah.
I'll go out there and be like, yo, anybody want to be in the clubhouse?
Are you guys fans of the Clubhouse?
No, I'm surprised at how many people are coming from Chicago to Seattle.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was just going to be. Well, there's like less regionals now. So you only have like. If it's like, oh, you go to this regional because it like makes sense in your work, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, whenever you're not as busy. Like, you don't have like the same opportunity to be like, oh, I can go to like this one, or this one. It's kind of like Seattle happens, and then like, well, towards like this time of the year, they put so many regionals back to back to back for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's kind of strange, the scheduling of it all. I don't pay too close attention.
It's weird that like almost all the regionals are also like pre-rotation. Like, we have so many regionals in this, like,
I know, so
I think it's like Las Vegas was like the first one of this set.
yeah.
I can't remember if it's like Las Vegas to now. And Las Vegas feels like it was like 3 months ago minimum.
Yeah, what was like the last actual set?
Phantasma was the last one, but like Incented Heroes hasn't been legal until like Houston, I think, is the first one.
It's still not legal.
Yeah, because I think Seattle is like not, because the ETBs just released last weekend.
Yeah, it's true. I did see. Okay, so that's like now the timer starts from this last week.
Yeah. Speaking of
2 more
ETB,
weeks still of winter.
I was killing time today. I like went for a little walk, and I went to the comic book store in downtown Chicago that sells bootleg Game Boy Advance games. And sometimes I like to see just what they're selling, because they also sell like really high-end comics. I walk in and they have an Ascended Heroes ETB, $125.
$125 for the ET.
Would you buy? This is regular. It's on a Poke Center. It's not a nothing.
Man, I'd turn around. I'd say no thanks. I'd be like, how much is it? $125? No.
You would take a 360 and walk straight to the counter.
Yeah. I'd literally rather sit in the online queue that takes like 6 hours or whatever. I used to be doing that shit. When I used to play Toontown Rewritten online beta, I was like a beta head, and you used to have to wait in the queue to play, and it would be like 8 hours, and I would stay up till like 1 a.m. to start playing Toontown, which is just like... You just like walk around and like grind bare asses, basically. Like, it's literally just like 01 MMOs, but like super, super grindy. And so I would just stay up all night. And that's the only time playing games I would like stay up all night, was to play Toontown in the damn beta queue, man. It was horrible.
No. I remember being in queues. That like awoke in a memory.
Yeah.
Of like being in queues for these bootleg. I think I did the same thing for like a bootleg World of Warcraft classic server back when I was like, this shit was like super illegal.
Yeah.
Because I had to download like this random client. Everything was free, mind you.
Right.
And I would be playing like probably with only boomers, and it was like only so many people were allowed on this server at once.
Yeah.
So I would like log on, and like right as soon as I got home from school, or like if I was on summer vacation, I would do it in the morning and like track how long. And then I would grind with my hunter.
Yeah.
Uh, those were the days whenever I could just do nothing all day.
Stay up all night playing damn Toontown.
Yeah.
Just a damn
For me,
Toontown.
I remember whenever Toontown rewritten became a thing. I played Toontown whenever I was younger. My family had a shared account. We had a shared Toon as well.
Pog. That's honestly huge value because you could have 6 damn Toons. No, for real. Damn, I 8-year-old me should have learned that kind of. If I had more marketing skills, I could have elevated. I could have pointed to my mom. Give me that Toontown membership. No, I'm just playing.
That game was way too hard for me to play whenever I was 7 years old.
Yeah. I was a free to play warrior. It was fun though.
No, people who were free to play warriors for these MMOs, those are the people that grew up to be CEOs, entrepreneurs,
It's
Nobel Prize winners.
Iron Men. You're talking about them. Yeah.
Yeah. I was
type shit.
I was a free to play grinder in Team Fortress 2 in the trade economy.
Yes.
So I bought the
that shit is us. That was 12-year-old hustle culture.
I remember I bought something so I wasn't a free to play.
Right.
So I got some clout, and then from there I was doing the bringing back the TCG. You know those I'm gonna take a comment and bring it to a base set Charizard.
Right. Trade up.
That was me. That was me, but it was a strange, I don't know, flamethrower nobody wanted.
Yeah.
To some max rarity unusual.
Yeah. 10 earbuds. No,
For
you're
real.
speaking my language for sure. That was some good shit. I was on there. I don't know if any of my items are any good though. I think I was probably getting hustled more than I was hustling. I was grinding that shit for sure.
I liked it because you could be in the trade servers and people would still be playing.
Yeah.
So I'd be BMing people and because I played Pyro because that was so easy to play, and I didn't have the fine motor skills at the age of 16. So I was playing that.
Yeah.
So enough of my Mickeys. You gotta give the GLC history. This was a week for the history books. 2-week period.
I want to mention too, I played Dragapult to that cup and I scrubbed out for sure. I think I lost round 1 or 2. And then I played I went 1-1 into some seniors/juniors where the first one beat me, and it was I don't mind pairing the junior seniors, not at all. But if my opponent is just he was going crazy with it. He was every time I was about to do something, he was oh, so then you're gonna do this? And I was well, first I'm gonna hit this drag cloak, and he's oh, and then you're gonna phantom dive. And I was well, first I actually want to evolve this. Great kid, but that shit had me tilted. And then I lost him in a super grindy match, which I tried to come back from, but couldn't get there. So that was a tough one. Had him on the ropes though. Anyways, I paired against another senior junior after that, and it was the chillest kid I ever met in my life. And I was amen, I pair against you. If you were even an average 12-year-old, I would have been dropped. But I made it through 6 rounds. Yeah. No, I've been on the GLC Mickey's.
Crazy world.
Yeah, so our local bi-weekly is coming up. But 2 weeks ago, we hadn't recorded yet, so I have the recap for that one. This was a Jed W, but I did play colorless control again because it was the last tournament with 40-minute rounds, because we can only play 4 rounds. Plus 3, we have to do 35 minutes, but plus 1, we could get to 40 minutes, and it was peak. But we got to go back to plus 3 rounds. So this is the last plus 1 tournament, the last 40-minute rounds, and I was like, if I can't win with control here, maybe it's not meant to be. We'll go back to 35 minutes, where you really got to, like, schmoove it. Round 1, I'm pretty sure I hit Dan, and it was a tough match. I don't remember that much about it, to be honest. I remember the boulder got involved, but control is just like kind of hard to manipulate their hand, very hard, because all they do is draw cards and recycle cards and manipulate stuff. So Psychic's like a pretty fine matchup for it, I think, overall. But then I hit back-to-back fighting. The first deck was a little undercooked, I'd say. I think this was like a pretty new player to the format, and they had an honest effort. And fighting's like always kind of scary with the colorless control, but I was able to get that dub. And also, like, new player with control is always kind of like hard to see what's coming, basically. Round 2, I hit versus Garrett, and he I don't know if that's his name type shit. It was like Gage. It might have been Gage. It's like Gage or Garrett. I'm so sorry. It starts with a G though. He was on fighting, and this was like a lot harder of a matchup, but I had some like really clutch ass mills that was like, I hit Guzma and Burstseeker, and like there's also certain concerns with the plus damage modifiers. Fighting plays a ton of them, and I had to like mill a minimum amount to kind of guarantee the win. So the job's never done with fighting, but I was able to get that one. And then I was 3-0 Pog, and I hit Jed round 4. He was on the Dragon deck. Dragon's kind of a tough matchup because they just have so much energy, and they have a lot of ways to recycle it. And for that reason, you kind of have to like remove a lot of threats. I'm pretty sure I took some prizes. Like, you just have to like take a lot of return KOs with Dogi. They're gonna like gust around it, they're gonna bolt around it, but just gotta try to work them down, basically. And I was super close. I don't recall how close. I think I had his board like really thinned down. I don't know if he was that low on cards in deck, but like I could kind of sniff that it was like getting pretty close to it. And Jed, in the most nonchalant way, just goes, "All right, I think I have it." And he goes and gets his Dragonium, puts it on what's his face, Drampa, and blows up my Okidogi, or excuse me, my Ursaluna with the Field Blower, I believe, as well. Kind of hiding it in his hand, which is always probably the safest play for it. I don't play any like hand trap stuff except for like reset stamp, so he definitely did have it. And yeah, he got the Dragon Badge, so that was sick. Congrats, Jed, of course. He said in later correspondence that it was some of the most interesting Pokemon he'd played in a bit, and I was so pleased to hear it. I was like, Jed, Same to you, my friend. Like, he plays so good. And I think he builds all his own lists, too. Because he's always playing shit that, like, surprises me. But, like, when I start to count it up, I'm like, you know what? This is a really good decision. Which gets me into the dice.
Aura.
Yeah.
I like a good cook.
Yeah. No, and it gives you, like, good advantage, just, like, knowing your own 60 and, like, just being really familiar with, I mean, I think we've talked about this before, but I think, like, being really familiar with your 60 and, like, for that reason, kind of just, like, building it, or at least trying and testing and wiggling things around that you just kind of want to. Like, it's okay to add something and find it's wrong, even if you like it, you know? I love to cook, for sure. This gets me into the Dice Dojo recap. This was like, I had a work event. This was on Saturday. And we actually finished on time, which is like a miracle. So I got to do this Dice Dojo Mickey. I think we had like 5 or 6 people. This was another Jed W. He was on water. He had Capture Energy in his Waylord Baxcalibur kind of deck. Wishy-washy in the Kyogre, you know? Double rain dance, double dancing. I like the Capture Energy, and I was like, Jed, because he used to play that in Psychic too. I saw it in his like badge winning list, and I was like, that's kind of heat in the Psychic deck. Like, if you can afford a Capture, I feel like it's so good to play.
Yeah, I like Capture. It seems like a pretty agnostically good.
Yeah.
It's also like cheap playing. It's only like $4 for the gold. Is Capture Energy undervalued for our stock investors?
Yeah. Pokevestors, if you're a Pokevestor, drop some money bags in the chat, in the comments rather.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're a Pokevestor, send us the spec on Capture Energy.
Yeah.
We need to know if it's going to the moon or not.
We're interested. No, I would be I think the Capture is good.
I like it.
What if Pokevestors start like getting into the game and trying to like fucking watch the meta and like try to figure out, because I feel like players usually don't have much influence over like of valuable cards, like which are actually valuable, but every once in a while like they collide, you know, and it's like gets kind of awkward sometimes.
I think players do have an influence, but it's a lot on like the low end or the medium.
Yeah.
So it's like almost all Pokemon cards are like worthless.
Right. We
Like,
play with
you
like
can't-
90% of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like pretty much every card that you play in a standard deck is like 25. Well, maybe not standard. Most cards that you open are like 25 cents if you were to buy them individually.
Yeah.
But if you were to sell them, like, I think most stores will take it in for like almost less than a penny per comment.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
But like this middle tier of cards, I think the players have a lot of influence over it. Like
Yeah.
Pokepad Badoo, I think was like $2 on release. Dracloaks were like a good amount on release. Like there is like a good amount of, especially like right on release, or even like before. The ace specs are all super expensive right now.
Yeah.
It's like Neo Upper is like not a cheap card.
Right. Secret box.
Yeah, Prime Catcher was $30 on release.
Yeah. No, definitely. I feel like I was just trading on Monday, and I traded this for the weakness guard, like Dunsparce for my colorless deck, and I was trading for Enzarua, but that shit was like $2 for 6, and I was like, this shit's gonna rotate, and nobody is gonna want Enzarua. It's gonna be like $1, you know? It's not, there's no way, like, this is not just like standard players buying Foros, and, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's not really
I think,
an art card or a collector's card the same way this Dunsparce isn't.
I played that.
CRZ, you know.
I played that Dunsparce to a regional. I think I played the alt art also.
In what? Some Arceus?
In Lugia.
Toxic.
Yeah, you had to. Or I guess you didn't have to. You could have just taken the L. But anyway, I didn't want to. But I think capture just seems good, especially where it's like you need to be attaching energy, and like if the energy cost, it doesn't matter, or the energy type, you might as well be doing something productive.
Right.
It's like a good twofer, I guess.
Yeah, and with like letter and stuff, we usually have pretty good access, I think, to the basics in deck. I think I just played Psychic to this tournament. Just to monkey around a little bit. I like couldn't find my Curlias, but I was like constantly just like holding on to Gallade. I'd like started Gallade in my hand like 2 or 3 games in a row, and I was just like, man, maybe I should get Candy, because like if I could just Candy this thing right away and get it done with. Usually I'm so like adamant on like evolving, but could be nice. But not much else to note. Shouts Jade, shouts Dimitri, shouts Aaron.
So Jed is 7-0 in these 2 tournaments.
I'm pretty sure I didn't beat him in any of these. I don't know if I think he skipped the Conquest, which is up next.
Yeah.
We had
it's stuff to do.
The Good Games Store GLC Conquest, which if you do have something, like, you have to be crazy locked in and like kind of a nerd to go to these, because these are 75-minute rounds and we're playing like 4, and if you hit 16, like you hit like 5, right? It gets crazy quickly.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on
They're kind of,
that might be made up, those numbers, but
they're kind of like mini regionals in a way. They might be. Is this a GLC major event? I don't know. Like, is this a Mickey?
No, this is actually not a Mickey. This is like tryhards and people with 2 decks and people who want to play GLC all damn afternoon. This is like the biggest.
I played one of these.
These are the big ones.
It's intense. Like I played like maybe not the last one, but the one before, and it's like it's a huge mental grind, because you were playing like almost continuously that whole 70 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Unless you get a round 1 bye. I will say I also got a headache on this day. It was my headache turn. So let me just get my Johns out of the way right away. No, I hit round 1 bye for sure, and round 2 I paired into Connor after waiting around for like 75 minutes, and I was like, shit, here we go, you know. It's always a heater if you gotta play Connor, especially in best of 3, so this was like a really hard best of 3, some of the hardest Pokemon I think I've played. Partially was just like the headache and not like losing focus, like keeping focus the whole time, but also just like the difficulty of our game 2 was just like maxed out, and I could sense that like I was close, and I could like sense that I was kind of like breaking him a little bit, but then I kind of felt myself breaking and like not really playing with the same sharpness I was at the start. Round 1 was Dragon into, I should say just like round 1 and round 3, we both just rolled each other with our Dragon decks respectively. Like they were like non-games. They were like, just put the DDE on the damn bolt and get it done. So I'm not even, this was like basically a 1 game best of 3, but like with those bookending it, I just rolled him game 1, he rolled me game 3. And then game 2 we played colorless control into fighting, which was a matchup that I had hit a bunch when I went on my last run with it, and it was something I was like preparing for and testing for specifically because I know it's going to be like the hardest matchup, of course, for colorless with the weakness. So I prepared a lot. I hit it in like the highest stakes round probably of that highest stakes tournament, and it wasn't enough. And at first it was like soul crushing, but then I like slept on it, and the next day I was like, wow, this is kind of like a beautiful thing, you get to just like get pushed absolutely to your limits by a friend, no less. So shout outs to Connor. It was crazy, man. Heater for sure. Yeah, he killed me with Iona.
Yeah.
I was like controlling him pretty well, but I started to like lose efficiency in just like certain ways, and I had 2 in deck, 3 in hand, so he just popped the Iona on me, and that was the game. But yeah, super close. Had the mill, I think, turn after that, so we were right on the wire there. Banger, I had to drop after that, in part due to my headache, but in part due to my soul having to like refuel itself basically.
Yeah, the amount of drops at that tournament was crazy.
Yeah,
which I don't blame you.
The conquests,
like it really
drop like flies, man.
I do think like I respect people who go all. It was 4 rounds, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be 4 rounds. People who go all 4 rounds knowing that they are like out round 1, I respect those people a lot. But I also like completely understand if you get that loss, just ducking out of there instantly.
They played. I think it was like Connor was the only 3-0 or they might have played 5 rounds. Don't quote me on this. That could not be
the standings. I don't know if we should show the standings, but
no, we can't show the standings. But I'll check real quick.
I'm pretty sure it was. Well, I think Connor got down paired the last round. Is the thing.
Right, like he was the only undefeated in the final round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm
paired into DeAndre round. The last round 4. So he was like the only undefeated round 3, I think, and they played another one after that.
Yeah.
Michael's trying to kill Connor, dude.
If Connor lost that last, yeah, shout out Dahlia for running this.
Yeah.
That's like crazy commitment to just like to first off like run a GLC tournament, but also like running a best of 3 conquest. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because Dahlia's just sitting there.
75 minutes.
And you probably get like really like esoteric judge calls. I don't know. It seems like most people who are playing at this conquest know like the game pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Connor, I think this isn't Connor has won a couple of these conquests.
That sounds right. I think maybe the first, not the one. It was maybe like the first one, season 2, but then like the second one, someone else won. Because I remember like Justin won one of them.
Oh yeah, Dan won.
Dan won?
Yeah, Dan won, and then one of the types he won with, he had like already had a badge. So one got like
the single.
Yeah, one got put into the Aether. That's like one of the few. That might be like the only badge that has ever been lassoed.
Yeah. That's like not even a Mickey badge. That's like a, I don't know.
That's like kind of aura.
That is aura for sure. Circles W. Drop me. No, yeah, Connor won. Connor got the dub with Dragon and Fighting. Super well played.
That puts him in first, right? For this season.
Him in first, yeah. He had 2 badges already, so he's passed me. I joked with Austin before the podcast that he's moved on from prize mapping and he's now badge mapping. Because if you just look at like win rates, Fighting and Dragon are like the highest win rate decks. So you play some like busted ass shit to the bi-weeklies, just kind of like collect the little odd badges, but when it's conquest time, you better have those 2 slots open because you're gonna need them.
Yeah.
Big brain.
It is like one thing I do respect about Connor as a player is that he does stay in the know. For somebody who like doesn't grind all the Mickeys,
yeah,
he does come with like pretty good lists. Like he'll have cutting stuff that is on the cutting floor.
Right, exactly. He's super well prepared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's the #1 net decker.
#1.
It's crazy like how good he is at like he'll net deck a list and just has the fundamentals, I guess might be the way to say it.
Yeah.
Good logical brain.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and I feel like too, like, yeah, just able to kind of like scout the angles in the deck pretty easily. It's like a nice advantage where you're, you know, able to pick up a fresh 60, a new 60. GLC changes a lot, and yeah, he keeps up. No, for sure. It's hard to keep up. So yeah, shout out to Connor. Last Mickey here to recap is my my run at the webcam Mickey. This was our first local webcam tournament, just for the GG enjoyers. The prizing was, if you win, you get free entry to tomorrow's tournament, tomorrow's GLC bi-weekly, which is like $5. So, Pog, Jed took it down. He said in chat afterwards, "My body is a machine that turns $0 into $5 and $5 into stickers." Exhale emoji. I was like, holy hell, Jed. +2.
That's kind of what's his player motto?
I forget. Last year, I think it was just ...
That might be. It's something very nonchalant, and I can't remember what it is. Jed might be like. He might be the current main character of the Pokemon TCG.
Yeah.
GG, the GLC Chicago scene.
Yeah. No, I think he is. And, like, he's clearly on the grind. Because if I'm playing all these Mickey-ass tournaments, and Jed's winning them all, like, he's gonna be super sharp and a player to fear. If you hit Jed at the damn regionals, it's gonna be lights out. You see this man in GLC sides? Run.
Just sign the slip, little bro.
Oh man,
You're Jed from GG Chicago. Pushes his glasses up. ...
Better luck next time. No, for sure. Love Jed.
Yeah, gotta respect the grind.
I played Dark. I played the Dark deck with Pokepad in it. Because Ascended Heroes was legal. I thought about playing Dragon with Rayquaza, but then I was like, do I really want to play Dragon? No. So I didn't. But it was a good time. Jed and I played a pretty decent game. I had enough. I was kind of like one prize behind. Like, I had enough to Guzzlord. But I was like still at 3 prizes on the turn he was at 1. So a little tighter control, I think, on my bench versus the Tinglu stuff would have helped. But otherwise, I was surprised. Like, you can really take a 2-shot angle into Dogi when, one, they don't always have like scoop up ready for it, and 2, you get to take 2 prizes with Gunsword at some point. Like, so I haven't tested much more of the matchup. I think Yveltal, the clutch one or the derail one would help a lot, but as any Dark player will tell you, space is limited. So watch who goes in that slot is all. But yeah, Jed took it down with Rox, Dogi, Tinglu, RDT. Just like a merciless meta deck. My other opponents were on like evolving dragons, like Dragonite dragons, and Fire Mill. So Jed with 3-0 for sure. That was also all 4 of us. Like, this was a four-person webcam, but they're coming back, so it's cool to see just like the locals wanna hop on and play for some real stakes.
Yeah, there's always somebody in, what's it, APOM room?
Yeah,
there's always people in APOM room grinding. Sometimes I'll be like, I'll just open the Discord and I'll see just 3 people grinding GLC at like 2 p.m. on a Thursday.
Yep.
And I'm like, I wonder what the lore is behind this. Well, I know like some of you work these work from home jobs.
Yeah.
Which I respect that grind.
They got me working in office now. I used to be that, but now they got me in there.
Yeah, I'm 5 days in office, so
I remember Alex was playing with some like no mic, I'm at work.
That's so funny.
No, yeah, but a good week all around. Chicago GLC is going crazy.
Yeah. Are we a top region?
Might be a top.
What other regions are there?
Akron.
Akron's the big one. But I think we get more people at our locals. But I guess we can't start a turf war with Akron.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because, like, I bet the average full grip local has been playing GLC a bit longer than most of ours. Mm-hmm. When I joined the scene, I mean, there was already like it already was going from like 3 rounds to 4. So there's like already quite a few people before I got here, I guess, but
Yeah.
I mean, Full Grip, who knows how long they've been playing. Some of them probably like tested the damn format before it was a format.
True.
Before you could
Our
go to
one viewer not from Chicago
and check out your favorite type.
Type shit.
If we're gonna start a turf war with Akron, we should at least plug the website. And for all your singles and sealed product needs.
We can't give free promo. We can't give free promo.
No, absolutely.
Even though we've been shouting out like 3 or 4 different stores this week.
Yeah. Is it fair to say that we've been approached by certain brands?
I don't know if we've been...
Actually, not at all.
I think there's people that have said, you know, I don't think any of these were serious.
No, I don't think so either.
It's just people coming into our email saying, hey, I'm from South Indiana. I need $6 million.
We're not getting any fan mail.
Actually, let me check the email. And whenever people are like disagreeing with me, I'm just saying send an email to the chat. Nobody sent us anything. Oh no, we've gone. No, these are promotions. I got one for the U.S. Army and one from the University of Phoenix.
Yeah.
Dang.
Wait, we have some fresh comments.
We do? Are we gonna read the comments live?
Yeah, let's put some of our commenters on blast real quick. I just have to unfilter them. Ashen Ceramics says crab emoji. Shout outs. That was for the Guzzlord, I think. Yeah. Crab. Guzzlord's the crab.
Yeah.
Call of Duty and Minecraft 369 says the Battle VIP in the background of Austin. Shout out to Call of Duty. We got the VIP. 2023 is the best format. Blatantism says, also watching this while on the bus. I caught because I was stuck in traffic just past the bus stop, but I locked eyes and they let me on. Oh, this is the Sandy episode. The bus was stuck in traffic. Lock eyes with the bus driver.
No, that's real. They know the lines.
K Scallion says first.
See, we read the comments. I already knew all these comments beforehand.
Yeah, shout out to all our commenters, right? I do be reading these. That one Molerator comment was like a tooth, and then it says Ader. So it's like Molar-Ader. That's a banger. Shout out to Molerator.
Yeah.
Drew, what's the emoji this week?
I don't know. We already used the crab.
Right.
Drop a money sign, and then the mouth, and then another money sign for our economics talks.
Yeah.
Our TF2, our TF2 war stories, and our capture energy spec.
Yeah. True. Drop a comment what you think the value of capture energy is. You know, like should we buy? Should we start holding gold captures? Corner the market a little bit.
Maybe we'll do the once we reach 1 million subscribers, we'll do a giveaway for a golden capture energy.
True. Once we hit what? What's the goal though?
1 million.
1 million.
Once we get a million.
Once we get a million,
we'll go to your house. That would be whenever we do the be a clubhouse or
everyone's house, or my house, or like just the viewer's house. We're going to your house.
The viewer. We're going to your house.
Your house.
We're gonna hand deliver. We're gonna hand deliver the capture energy.
It's true.
We're gonna do a be a clubhouser for a day sweepstakes.
Yeah.
Where you get to hop on the mic with us. And if the episode is good, if you know, even though you win the sweepstakes, you might not make the pod.
Right.
We record like 3 pods a week, and these are the only ones that make it on.
Yeah, that's true. True. I mean, think about how many Pokemon they must leave on the cutting room floor, you know?
Yeah.
And some of those they still look like freaks. Nah, shout out to the freaky Pokemon too.
I like a freak.
It makes
when I
you
was
wonder,
really
like,
sick, I was playing Omega Ruby.
Yeah.
That game was like so easy, but like there's so many freaky Pokemon in Gen 3. But they're not the peak freaks.
Yeah. Yeah, who's peak freaky?
I think it might be like Impidimp. Because he's
Sword and
just
Shield.
like...
Right?
Yeah, Sword and Shield has a lot of freaks.
Yeah. No, and Grimmsnarl's such a freak too. I don't like that one. The G-Max one kind of scares me.
It's that tongue.
It's everything, man. It's like Zarude. He kind of freaks me out too, actually.
See, I don't know where Zarude came from.
Drop a comment. What Pokemon scares you the most?
We will read it.
We will read it on the next episode. Don't test us.
Yeah. Also, drop the reason why. Because if you're gonna put something dumb like Skitty, I want like full trauma. I want somebody to trauma dump on me on why they're scared of Skitty.
Yeah.
Trauma dump in the comments on the Pokemon that scared you the most.
Yeah. What did you use Pokemon to escape from, Austin?
Currently, packing for Seattle.
Facts. Yeah. Now I gotta do some laundry for sure. Off camera. It's getting into a pile, we'll say. We've made it out of the hamper and into the pile, which is never a good place to be. But yeah. I think that about covers our agenda.
Yeah. I'm all Mickey'd out.
Yeah. It's been an absolute pleasure as always, my friend. Thank you, anyone.
Likewise.
Listening, watching. We love you, for real. Appreciate the support. And, yeah. Anything else?
I'm good.
Bye.